think this shows the modern device that we're now going to be used to working with, compared to the older laptops that might have taken a couple of minutes to boot and load the operating system and probably gave you time to go and make a cup of tea before starting work. Unfortunately, those days are over now and we can get straight on with our work as soon as we hit the office. I think we knew that the Surface Pro device was 12.3 and that the iPad Pro was 13-inch. Until we actually got our hands on one, we didn't really realise that the width of the two devices is actually pretty much identical. So the screen width from bezel to bezel, the actual display area of the screen is identical. What's not identical is the width of the screen. So on the iPad Pro, you can probably tell it's quite a bit wider in that particular format. The bezel also on the iPad is actually a lot wider, so it makes the device a lot bigger. When you look at the device sideways on, you'll notice that the iPad is actually a lot thinner and the device is slightly lighter as well. So although it's a lot larger device, when you're holding it in your hand, it is actually a lot lighter. Having said that, when I've had the two devices and holding the device for a period of time using one hand and tapping with the other hand, you do find the iPad Pro quite uncomfortable to use for that time. And again, mainly that's down to the kickstand. Probably a feature that wasn't really a design feature is that you can slide your hand underneath the kickstand and it makes it a very comfortable device to hold for long periods of time. So this has become quite a common thing for me and how I use the device now, and it makes it very comfortable for long periods of typing with one hand, typically when you're web browsing and the like, rather than actually working where I'd be using a keyboard attachment.